Today I'm gonna show you the tiniest, littlest lens I've ever tested, and it's the Viltrox 28 4.5. We're gonna be walking through the streets of Tokyo. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's go. A few days ago, I ordered a new lens. See, the beauty about this lens is I knew its limitations. I knew that it wasn't the greatest, but I also knew that it was cool. And the most important thing, that it was very, 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 very inexpensive. And that is this little guy. Is the latest Viltrox lens. It's a 28mm 4.5 autofocus. Yes, there's autofocus in this little thing. It's crazy. Now let's be honest, lenses, I have, and I'm pretty sure I have enough. But I feel this was also something so little and so inexpensive because it was $75. It didn't hurt the bank. So we're gonna pair this little guy with this. This is the A7C2, which is a very small Sony full frame camera. We're gonna be combining these two. This lens is gonna do best during daytime. Cool, let's go. One of the cool little things about this lens is this. Yeah, that means that the front element of your lens is protected. I'm gonna be using a picture profile that I've been kind of like messing around so I can get some JPEGs. Well, I'm taking a break from the photo shooting to do this because we're here at the 47 Ronin graveyard. Today is the anniversary, December 14th. And it's the day that this temple gets extremely packed. It gets really smoky because everybody's burning incense. Like you pay 300 yen and they give you, it's gotta be like 50 sticks here. I hope you enjoyed that little tour of this temple. Now let's go back to the camera, right? So again, A7C2 with this little Pancake lens. I wouldn't even consider a Pancake, it's just smaller than a Pancake, it's like a lens cap. This is the lens. I want you to see how thick it is, and this is the lens cap. It's pretty much the same thickness, so maybe a little bit thicker, but for being a lens with autofocus, that's wild. This little lens was really fun to use. I don't think there's that much technical thing that I can tell you about because I don't think it's like an advanced lens or like something that you will like die for, but with autofocus. And that alone is crazy. Usually you'll get these little puppies, but they are manual focus. It is fun. It has a lens cover like I mentioned earlier, and you can just move that down. And it could easily replace your camera cap. Now, what did I like about the lens while shooting? Well, it was fun. Being with a 28mm is always fun. It's wide enough to capture everything. Some people love 35mm. I like 28 as well. It challenges me more, especially if you are new to photography or videography. I love the portability and how it looks. I love the fact that it have an autofocus. That's incredible for this size of lens. I just don't even know where to put the motor. It's crazy. So it has a character. It's not your like sharp, focused, you know, perfect on every corner G Master lens. It has its personality and I like that. Now let's talk about the things I didn't like. One of those is going to be the fact that it's a 4.5, right? It's going to perform really well while that thing is up there. And I'm pointing at the sun, not at the tree. But once it starts getting late, this lens is just not gonna be able to cut it if you want some kind of like background separation or even to keep your ISO low. Good news is that these modern cameras have in-camera stabilization. The other thing that you have to have in mind is it's 28 millimeters and there's vignetting on the 4 corners, and it's pretty strong. Flares a lot. Actually, I like it. Hopefully you already saw some of the photos. For video, this lens is not that good. I was trying to walk around with it and trying to see if I was able to capture something fun, but the motor is a little bit loud. And that's if you're gonna have any kind of like talking or microphone. But if you're using the 28 millimeter to really put like B-roll, it's gonna do fine. One of the things that I should note as well is that because it is a 4.5, you're not gonna have too much background separation. I don't think you'll need that much at 28 millimeter, honestly, because you're trying to capture more. But I feel that if you want to get somewhere close and you want that like blurry bokeh, not gonna be able to get it, unfortunately. It's you can't complain too much about it. Like, Viltrox is giving us a lot for a little, and I love that. It's not the first lens that I will get, and if you're tight on money, maybe you want to save that and put it into a 40 millimeter on a 50 or a 35. I will highly recommend you to check it out, and I'm gonna leave the link below. They may be running an offer, they may be running something. I told you I was not gonna go technical. There's a lot of really smart people that have done the review on this little lens. I wanted to tell you my POV of somebody that just walks the street of Tokyo's every day. I could walk with this in the 2.5 and I won't even feel that this thing is in my pocket. That's how tiny it is. I feel that there's a place on your camera kit for this guy. And the sun flares are wild on this thing, like wild. Wow, what a little tiny cheap, not perfect lens can do, because there is beauty in imperfection. And I think that Sony has trained us to want perfect always. I just randomly found that house that looks very European, and a bridge right there. So I'm gonna try to see if I can go up there and take a cool picture of it. This is a good angle. Yes. Is it a college? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. It's a university, and a lot of the universities here looks very European. But you know what? They also look really cool for photos. Check that out. Check like the light, the cables, the red light. I think that's could be a good shot. Look at those. In the light. The lens flare on this thing, again, it's fucking wild. Look at this. Look at this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, press the bell, and do whatever you need to do to make sure that I see you next time. Until then, be safe, have fun, and sayonara. I've never had okonomiyaki. I'm missing out, baby. All right, let me eat. Bye.